Hiya, mate. You're right. So I'm getting lost on my computer pages here. Right.
Nanu.
I have no idea where Josh is. I've sent him the link and everything. Yeah, I got no idea where he's gone, but I'm sure he'll pop up because he was about last night. So yeah, I'm sure he'll pop up. Sorry, I'm just trying to put Instagram on here because it's being a bit of a bum. Let's do that. Go onto Instagram, click go live. Are you going to let me do it? Go live. Go live.
We are live.
Ah, right, hang on.
We are live. It said live ages ago. There's 2 people watching.
No, on Instagram. On Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram.
Yeah. Because we always go out live on Instagram as well. Hey, Eric. Oh, you were just... hang on. Josh appeared and then he went again. Oh. Hey, everybody out there that's watching this. And
hi, Josh. Hi, Josh. Bye, Josh.
Yeah. And hello to Wayne and hi and bye to Josh, who was just here. I would like a big hello to my missus, who's actually here tonight. Hello, Rachel. Hello. And hello to Ghost, who's behind the camera. And hello to Bob, who's using me as an armrest. And hello to everybody else. Ah, there he is. There he is. Look, he's come back. There, let's just add him in there. You all right?
Yeah, hey, everybody.
Hey. Oh, God, what have you got?
It's my ghost.
I thought that was your wank sock.
Found him in Tesco's.
Oh, cool. Oh, dear. How's you, Josh?
Good. Might give me space bottle.
Oh, I like that.
Used to light up, but it burnt out.
Yeah. So how is everybody? And I know I saw you last night, Josh. And just how is everybody in general and in the world of weirdness?
Good. Tired.
Just about ready to go off on holiday again, I think.
Yeah.
Not you.
I've been flat out all week.
You've had enough.
Yeah, I know I just got back, but I've been flat out all week getting adverts done for Mr. Fred Bat and ready for an event that we're hosting in November. So
yeah, it's coming quick.
It's all go.
Who is Let's Challenge?
Who?
Let's Challenge in the chat room. Is that Jacqueline?
I can't see the chat. Trying to get.
I don't know. I've got a different chat. I've got the Simply Spooky chat. So I've only got Eric and Rita on here.
Right. Okay. Eric and Rita. There's somebody on the. Who are you? Let's Challenge. Who are you? I'm guessing it's Rita. Not Rita. No, Jacqueline. Anyway. Hi, Mark, Josh, Wayne. Got a new friend. Yeah. Hi, Rita. Oh dear. Yes, I see. Josh met up with Doc Brown, didn't he? He met up with Eric, Doc Brown.
Oh, I did. I got this nifty little device. Love it.
We got these as well. We've used them on investigations. They're really cool. I like them.
I've named mine Eric.
You've named it Eric.
You see, mine's called Eric.
Oh, hang on a minute. The Muppets are still on air tonight. Let's Challenge.
What?
Are you talking about us? We're the Muppets. Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, would that be a certain individual?
Yeah, miss that would be. Look who's joined us in the chat room.
Let's Challenge.
No. Someone obviously hasn't got anything better to do.
Is block him. There you go. He's gone.
See ya.
So, I didn't get a chance to fight with them even. It's no fair. Call me a Muppet, you cocksucker.
No, we all know who that is. We all know that is, but
Is that little guy?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come right into his garden and punch him in his face when I get to the UK. I told you guys, it's gonna happen.
it's that little man from Bristol.
He's not worth it. He's really
No.
really not worth it. Don't worry about it. We're not going to let
Thank-
it spoil it.
Thank you, Simply Spooky Network, for removing him.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for removing. I
didn't get a chance to say anything to him. I'm still waiting for my summons to court from him too.
Just it's not worth it, mate. It really isn't.
Oh dear.
He's an idiot. Hello, Mr.
If
Wayne.
I had a hammer. Sorry.
Anyway, so as I was saying, everybody's all right. Did you, when you had your investigation, did you look for any cryptids, or were they just in Eric's beard?
I have a hammer too. Mine's just a good guy's on it.
Oh yeah.
It was just a small little investigation. We went to a local cemetery to just try out some of his gadgets. Didn't go too well. We got eaten alive pretty quick by mosquitoes because it was right off the river. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Well, so you had fun then. You got eaten alive by mosquitoes. And did you see anything that made you go bump in the night?
No, it was very brief. It was only like a couple of minutes.
Stephen Joe.
Oh, okay. What do you mean it was you, Eric? Was that you who came in as the challenger?
No, it was him. Him that was came in as Simply Spooky and removed it.
Hi, Joe.
Ah, thank you, Eric. Yeah, nice one. What was I going to say? Has there been any cryptid stuff going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh yeah, I mean, actually, there's been people talking about Mothman again. That's the big thing ever since the Unsolved Mysteries new episodes came out and they brought up Mothman. A bunch of people came out of the woodworks and are talking about sightings.
What's that, in Wisconsin?
No, not in Wisconsin, but all over.
Oh, okay. Right, we'll have to talk about that later. Nice to see Jo back in the room. I don't know where she's been all these months, but hello.
Right?
Yeah, so yeah, we had an interloper on just now, Jo, but don't worry, the interloper is now gone. So tonight, I thought for some of our conversations, we should talk about the green lasers, freaking laser beams that have been coming down out of planes and helicopters, but not just that. They've also been coming out of the stratosphere, and we don't know what's actually firing those down onto the ground. Most of them are mapping rivers and land and stuff. Don't know why, but the ones from the stratosphere, no one knows who, what, why, when, or how. So discuss.
Sure they do. They're NATO satellites.
You reckon?
Oh, I reckon.
It does seem very weird that these things are coming down mapping everything lately, and I've noticed as things are ramping up in the east.
I've noticed too. There's been a similarity too. These laser beams come down and destroy a bunch of shit, and then all of a sudden there's a great idea to build a mega new city there.
What's this?
This is what they were planning on doing with Maui. They're supposed to build a new electric city there that's completely like solar and whoa.
What you mean where Maui got destroyed?
Yeah.
Do you mean when the rich and famous were all moving their homes out from Maui, and then all the rich and famous that are now building underground bunkers and stuff?
Oh yeah, the same ones that painted the roofs blue.
And the people that had blue houses were left alone.
Oprah has hundreds of acres that went untouched on the island.
It's very, very strange, and I think we should stress that this is not necessarily our own opinions. We're just whenever we talk about stuff on the show, we talk about everything that we've looked at in the week and what's been going on and this, that, and the other. Because as you know, the Dark Mirror Radio Show is all about the mysterious and spooky and downright bizarre, which is normally probably my beard for the week. or Josh's, because you never know what's living in it. But we always look up what's going on in the news and in the paranormal news and UFOs and stuff, and then we put our own inimitable Dark Mirror stint onto it. So, and as per usual, we have our normal bunch of haters and jealous people who just simply cannot handle the Dark Mirror radio show because, you know, hey, we're the gobs, we're the voice of the UFO people. Anyway, Blue Roofs.
I wasn't done on that too. We also have the missing funds, which destroyed Rock Johnson's career.
Hi, Ellen. Say more, embellish.
There's a bunch of missing funds that disappeared for the Maui retreat after everything happened, and Oprah and The Rock are actually accused of dipping into these funds.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
That's why he hasn't been in any movies this year. He was supposed to run for president too.
The Rock.
Yeah, he was planning on it.
Dwayne Johnson for president.
And then all this happened. Maui.
Schwarzenegger was a governor.
Somehow he's still playing Maui though in Disney, but you know, Disney kind of controls everything.
I don't know. What do you make of it? I mean, it's not our government, but what do you make of it as an American, like having as president? Because you had one.
Dude, I basically live in the Empire. That's the best way I can put it. It's Darth Maul or Darth Vader for president, so I
don't know who we should have over here, because we literally have gone from the frying pan into a bloody furnace now, as we said would happen. Judge Judy. You want Judge Judy as Prime Minister? Fucking Judge Judy. Wayne.
Yes.
Who do you want as Prime Minister?
Johnny Rotten.
For who? For what country?
This country.
We don't need one.
You guys need Johnny Rotten.
I think we should have Dark Mirror.
Dark Mirror, yeah, the Dark Mirror government.
No.
Oh my god.
To be honest, I don't think we deserve one. Because most of them can't do the job that they're supposed to be doing, and that is supporting the British population.
What?
Yeah.
What if we all moved over to AI?
Okay, Wayne.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be you and me just for a second, Josh. Wayne's just got to nip off and do.
Yeah,
something.
I'm just going to pop off and then I'll be back. See you in a minute.
In a minute. Okay.
He's gonna go get that guy.
Yeah, he's gonna
interrupt our show ever again.
Yeah.
You're gay dog.
Oh dear. What was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, the stranded astronauts that have got the bong coming through the speakers.
I honestly haven't been following much of it. I don't know how much I trust NASA. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. Nixon literally called the astronauts from the moon.
Do you know what the sound reminds me of?
What?
Ghost to run the country, Ellen says. Yeah, Ghost, she can be the Prime Minister. That noise reminds me of, you know, when you watch like the Second World War movies and you've got them in the subs under the water, and when they go near the engine rooms, that's what you hear is that boom, 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 boom. That's what it reminds me of. Very strange.
I thought Elon was going to get them down.
Well, he was, wasn't he? But I think the SpaceX fucked up or something that he was going to use, so they've had to leave it for a little while. Ghost is just behind the camera. You see the camera keeps moving. That's Ghost's head. Every now and again, she moves and keeps nudging. She was doing this yesterday when I was on Josh's show. But yeah, there's an ear just there. You can't see, but there's an ear there. But yeah, she's there, and one of the cats is up there. But dear oh dear. But yeah, what was I going to say? This laser thing. What do you make it? What do you see? The helicopters and planes I get, but the stuff that we can't see and it's mapping out massive areas. Is it mapping? Is it LiDAR? Or is it doing something else? Is it starting something underground?
I have no idea. I do have a experiencer that I'm pretty close to that seen something similar as a child, which definitely wasn't from here.
What did you see?
She saw mapping like her property as a kid. They're like coming down and scanning, kind of similar.
It is, isn't it? And when you see the helicopters and the planes going like along where the rivers are, and then you see the lasers flashing out down the rivers, I understand that they're mapping it, and they're probably doing. Isn't it the same company? I can't remember the name of it. It's the same company that owns all the planes and all the helicopters that's been doing this mapping out, and this same company works for the government.
Marquee.
Yeah?
Yeah, Marquee.
Is it Marquee?
Yeah, Lockwell.
I thought you were calling me Marquee then.
Lockheed Martin. Yeah, Lockheed Martin.
Oh my God, Josh!
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna send Josh something. I'm just gonna send you a little something, right? Yeah. Have a look at your phone a minute. Just look at your phone. Have you still got WhatsApp on there?
Send it to me through Messenger, and I can look at it on the laptop right here.
All right, I'll do that. But yeah, anyway, these things that are going on, what do you reckon they're actually doing? Because you've got Google Maps and everything. Is it mapping the Earth, or is it something completely different? What do you reckon?
I'd say it's mapping the Earth. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. Don't mention the contents of that on there at the moment. Just mention just don't mention the
It's on Facebook as well.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you sent me a screenshot of that, isn't it?
Yeah, Ellen sent you a screenshot of it.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's gonna happen, my friend. It's gonna.
So. Yes. Anyway. I don't know.
It's funny because he's trying to cause controversy, and it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, we're not going to mention this person because that's
exactly
what they want.
Hence my reply to him.
What, have you sent it to me?
No, the screenshot I sent you.
Yeah.
Was my reply to him.
Oh, there's your reply. Hang on. Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
Because he was warned, and he's chosen to ignore that warning.
Well, he's the one who came onto the show and started gobbing off. So let him crack on.
We're already giving him too much attention the way it is.
Exactly.
No,
he's
obviously that name.
He's obviously finished it reading the books he's got. He needs to get back down to the library.
Apparently he's reading 7 books in one go.
He can't read 7 books in one go. That's impossible.
Sorry, 7 books in one go.
Anyway, if we want to talk about that, we'll talk about that after the show because I'm not going to give that person airtime.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Josh, control yourself. I can see steam coming out your ears. No,
I'm not. I'm cool as a cucumber, man. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna be in the UK one day.
Here's a thought to the laser thing.
Yeah.
Ordnance survey mapping.
Do they still do that?
It's the new technology.
See,
what better way of obviously when we did the original maps on paper and we did the altitude of hills and things, how high hills were, we had the little bars, didn't we, to depict so many meters or feet or whatever. So could it be now that they're using laser technology to grid map the areas so that you've got a precise measurement.
I'm sorry, your missus has just sent me a screenshot, and that's just made me crack up. Oh dear God, I can't put it up, obviously, because it's what to do with what we're talking about. But oh dear, oh dear, that's made me laugh. I'm gonna, oh yeah, 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 that's funny. Anyway, well, yeah, back to the lasers. Trying to keep doing lasers and all this stuff's going on. It's just hilarious. Yeah. The laser stuff. Like I say, I get the airplanes and I get the helicopters and I get and I get a lot of it. But the fact that all the company that's doing all of it, it's the same company that owns the helicopters, it's the same company that owns the light aircraft, and it's the same company that owns the actual jets, the big jets that have been going up higher, and have been doing the same thing. It's the same company, and they all work for off-the-book government projects. That's fact. You can look it up. It's
you're talking about Lockheed Martin, right?
There's Lockheed Martin, but it's not. It's the company that owns the aircraft that's got the lasers on that's been doing that. It's that company. I can't remember the name of it, but I looked it up, and they work for the government, but off the books. They're contractors. So, and it's very strange that they're doing that. Yeah. So it seems highly odd that that's going on, and it also something else was explained to me the other day that you've got what's that security company that's been getting done loads of times for the stuff they've got up to in the Middle East? BlackRock.
They keep changing their name every couple of years.
Well, BlackRock own social media, they own oil and gas, and they own all these sorts of things. Oh, and weapons. They sell weapons as well. Now, what's the best way to make a fortune out of all this? Keep the world in turmoil, so you're always using social media. You're going to need lots of fuel to go here, there, and everywhere, especially what's going on if you're to do with the Middle East. And how are you going to sell lots of weapons? Keep lots of wars going on. Same company, same stuff, different day. That's all I'll say. So makes a bit of sense when you think about it.
Told you, I live in the Empire.
The Empire, yeah, exactly. I don't see why there isn't a one world military and they're not all wearing white, very shiny white plastic armor.
They do. It's blue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 And I think the likes of us should be. I think the Dark Mirror. Can you imagine that the Dark Mirror for a prime minister or president, or whatever? I think we should be issued with real lightsabers, and we should be taught the ways of the Force.
The Jedi Order, huh?
Yeah, I think we should be grey Jedis, not gay, grey Jedis. Although looking at people's fashion sense, I think they should possibly be gay as well and come out of the closet. But what? I mean, would you wear a shirt? Would you wear a shirt like that? I wouldn't even dress the cat up in a shirt like that. Jesus. Anyway.
Didn't they almost die from the last time you called their dog gay? Oh, we gotta hush.
You all right, Wayne?
Yeah, it's all right. I've just been contacting the Avon and Somerset police.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I want to be the Jedi that has Mace Windu's purple lightsaber.
Oh, badass!
I think that was just because he was a gangster.
Well, apparently, Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson would not take on the role unless he was given a purple lightsaber. And they said they wouldn't do it originally because they were three colours: the red, the green, the blue, and that was going to be it. And they turned around specifically and said, "We'll go for the purple lightsaber."
He's edited it.
Well, actually, if you read into ethos and the mystery of it all. The crystals that they use when you go to the planet and choose choose the crystals, the crystal chooses you and it resonates to your
Screen
aura. So it gets there's all sorts of different colors. But did you know that lightsabers and Jedi, you're going to think I'm nuts, were real, and they come from the Sumerian and Babylonian texts about the Anunnaki and pre-Anunnaki. They were all to do with the Anunnaki.
Your messenger.
Yeah, they were like an order of monks that followed the.
Yeah, and they were the Jedi. And they had swords. That's like the Magi. The Magi are another secret order of warriors. But yeah, the Jedi were real. And apparently, according to the ancient texts, lightsabers were real. So, what do you make of that? Can you stop shaking the camera, you daft bugger?
There are people that are actually claiming now that they have developed their own lightsabers, and you can see videos of them, but they're like
Plasma.
Yeah, they're plasma burners.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but it's incredibly hot, but you wouldn't be able to do it because you'd have to be carrying around a massive, great big backpack and and all that stuff to be able to. I want the actual one that you can put into a doorway and go.
Hey, you're better off with just a gun.
I don't know. It's like, I mean, to be absolutely fair, you are such a tart ghost. You really. I can't turn the camera around because my other half's there and she's in her dressing gown, so she got ready for bed early. But Ghost is lying down her with her leg up in the air like that, going, "Yes, Timmy! You're a tart. Do you know that? You or Ghost? Ghost is the tart, not you. But yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at what's just been sent to me, and it's laughable. It's really laughable. That's all I will say about all of this. Just stupid. Anyway, Josh, you've got being such a naughty boy. Are there any subjects that you guys would like to talk about? Wayne is obviously busy. Josh, you got any subjects you'd like to bring up? That doesn't involve punching anybody in the face.
Hey, I didn't do it yet.
No, you're not going to do it at all.
No, now I'm getting a passport. Now I got more motivation.
To be honest, Josh, it's not worth the energy.
Right.
See that? Did you see aliens? I tell you what, if you're out there on the mothership and you're watching this, I will be your ambassador. The Dark Mirror guys will be your ambassadors, and you know we should be putting the laws down for everybody here, and we should be doing away with people who are naughty and do horrible things to animals and old people and children, and fashion sense. Those who've got really bad fashion sense as well. No. Do you think aliens have gas like us?
No.
Say, is that if they've had a curry or what? Do you think aliens have gas like us? Joe, do you mean do aliens fart? I would imagine if any alien, if there's that, I think the term alien is not nice, but our neighbours from distant planets, I think if anything eats, it's got to give off gas. Whether they do it through their mouths, their armpits, their balls, if they have balls, or if they just, I mean, if they're ladies, or they could be hermaphrodites and have both sexes, and it could be linked up to like their bits, so they could fanny fart as they're walking down the road. You know, eating curry, just go. You know, what are you on about? What do you mean? It could. We don't know what their plumbing's like, do we?
They don't. A lot of them are depicted not having mouths, so.
Do aliens have buttholes? Do you see what this show's now descending into because the Bristolian came on here? My God. Eric wants to know if they have buttholes. I know why Eric wants to know if they got buttholes. Eric, no probing. No probing.
Everything that guy touch goes to shit.
I tell you, I've got a random fact for you that I learned today. Do you know why? And it's got absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with aliens or anything like that. Do you know where the word or the derogatory term for a lady's bits, pussy? Do you know where that actually comes from? No. Has everybody frozen or what? It comes
Last episode, hi guys.
it comes from Old Norse. It comes from Old Norse for a pocket or a fur-lined pocket to keep things in, and that's where it comes from. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old. No, not Egypt or a cat. No, it comes from Old Norse. So, and we on here, as you know, Josh and myself and Wayne, we like our Norse stuff. But yeah, I found that out today. But anyway, so back to all this sort of stuff. Drones and things. I'm seeing lots and lots and lots of alleged. Hey, Lorna, lots and lots of footage of these supposed UFOs, and to me, they look like drones with balloons on them. They really look like drones with balloons on them. I was looking at one today, and it had a light flashing around it like that, and then it went like that, and it looked just like a drone with balloons on it. What do you reckon of it?
Well, I mean, there's probably a lot of people out there just still trying to get likes and views, faking.
I think it doesn't help that do you know apparently if you put 4 drones together it can lift a person? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. They've made a motorbike out of drones and they're going to make it actually available. I want one. I so want one.
I think you can get them now already. They're just really ridiculously expensive.
Like 300,000 or something like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, you sit in it just like a motorbike and you come up and you can go along and whoa. Speeder bikes. You make speeder bikes. I'm having one. Just saying. Because, you know, I think the Dark Mirror guys, I think we should be the chosen Jedi for this planet. I do. I think it really we should really be the protectors of the Earth. Josh, you can look after America and that, sort all them buggers out. If you need a hand, we'll come over, and we'll look after the UK and Europe and everything, and then we can all meet up, train a few more nice Jedis, and we can all look after the world.
I live in the Empire. You might as well just start me off the red lightsaber then.
No, we're not letting you go down that route. No. Yeah.
We're already down that route.
Well, apparently so. Yes. I don't know. Drones, not crones. Well, if that's the case, you'll have loads of crones and cover it with something. You know, you can make anything like drones, not crones. Well,
Wayne, are you still there?
Yes, sorry, I'm filling in an incident report.
Oh.
Well, moving swiftly on. Have you got anything to report from across the pond?
We just did this yesterday. So.
I know, but that was on your show.
I'm all Blake. A lot of people have been seeing like stadium lights where in rural areas where they shouldn't be. We got that one.
We've had similar over here. I was looking on some of our like local for this area, and there's been reports of that over here. Stadium lights seen in the sky, massive big floodlight things. It's a circus.
Was it a year ago?
Every time the circus comes to town, we get UFO reports.
Do we?
Yeah. Because the light's shining in the sky.
Did you hear that? Every time we get the circus comes to town, yeah.
Do you guys have something like MUFON in Europe?
MUFON, yeah, we got MUFON.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
As I say, I'm not sure what to make of MUFON. I always wanted to be a member of it because I thought.
You've ever had anyone on here from MUFON?
No, I have invited a few people, and it's like I say, I've put an invite out to a couple of super soldiers as well. And then when I saw their stuff and read their stuff, I was like, no, I'm not going to have them on the show because they were cracked, gone in the head, like absolutely shot to pieces.
All super soldiers are a bit like that. Like I said,
when it was on your show, out of all the ones who've been allegedly Space Force super soldiers sent to different planets, done wars and fought with the, can you please stop jogging the camera? Oh, and done all these wars and fought with the reptilians and this, that, and the other. And then they've had their minds wiped, sent back in time, you know, so that they're back in their former young selves again after 20, 30 years fighting. Out of all of them, and there's a lot of them who claim to be super soldiers. I'd say there's about three or
But
four.
if you think about some of that, though, we are currently working on the technology to upload consciousness. I mean, we and you have discussed this too, that our military is 300 years ahead of us. So, I mean, theoretically, it's all possible. And we know this too, with just like you said, with altered carbon, there's always a little bit of reality dribbled down in a lot of these sci-fis. So, I mean, it's possible. That's what I'm getting at. I honestly think there is something to do with a lot of the people I interview. There's something definitely cracked, but there's something there.
There's so fascinating time travel. Oh, that's not what you meant. Time travel is mathematically possible. It's been proven to be possible, and they've done it with atoms. That's in the stuff that they've released to the public. They've done it with atoms. They've sent them off somewhere. They don't know where it's gone. Teleportation, again, they've done it with atoms. They've released that stuff to the public. They teleported them. They don't know where they went. Time travel, if you look under the public gaze and you go down rabbit holes and you start investigating, as Josh knows, time travel's been going on for a long time. They've got the technology and they've been using it for a long time to influence past and future events. You know, and I was there's a lot of photos out there which, when you look at the photos, they do seem to have like modern technology in their hands, but some of them I think we're just looking at it wrong. But I do think there are some out there that's like, what the hell? Like was it the Muhammad Ali fight where a guy had an iPhone? There's a guy in the with an iPhone filming it, and it's like, how the hell did he get that?
I actually think it's one of the Tyson fights, but yeah.
Oh, it might have
but
been.
There were little recorders back in the 90s too, so I'm not quite certain on that one.
I don't know. I know it had a logo on the back, and they tried to zoom in and stuff, and it looked like the Apple logo, but I don't know. Do you think they can bend time? Well, they've proved, haven't they, that time isn't linear. It's not past, present, future. It's like this. You've got past, present, future running all together at the same time. So you can just do a bridge between those three bits that are running together at the same time. Anything's possible. You could go to the future, go to the past, and you'd be able to come back to this time now because it's all running at the same time together. And time, at the end of the day, is only a man-made concept anyway. Hi, Rose. You're right. So I don't know where Wayne's gone. Let me just have a.
But if you want to get deep enough into it, then you could dive into like the whole grid field that we're attached to, and it honestly starts to be more believable.
But it's like the Project Montauk. Project Montauk. Everybody talks about that, and when you look into Project Montauk, to me, Project Montauk is exactly what the whole story behind Assassin's Creed is about.
I believe there was various projects going on at Montauk too. You do have the whole time shift thing going on with the super soldiers, and then you have the creatures that are involved too.
Oh, he's back.
He's been back. Making faces at us for the past couple minutes.
Yeah. So I've just got to fill in a couple of details that I need from you, Mark. Ellen's sending you a message.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've messaged that, yeah.
I look into it and I start to think to myself, maybe they're all connected in one way. It just seems a bit suspicious that all these weird things are all happening all at once.
Well, hang on. Oh, no, I can't. the thing that gets me is you've got this massive budget that certain buildings were taken out for because of this massive budget that was being looked into, allegedly, the Black Ops budget. And now the Black Ops budget, what a lot of people don't realize, it's not just America, it's England as well. And it's
it goes way farther too. If you want to get into it, I'm guarantee you most of the cartels are involved in this black budget program as well in some sort.
Exactly.
Then you have all the defense contractors and companies like BlackRock that are funding them. I mean, and then they're pulling people directly out of the military that are the elite of the elite. I mean,
the thing is, for those of you who don't know, when you look at Project Montauk and you look at the Philadelphia, was it the Philadelphia experiment and everything, they were the same. It was the same experiment being run by the same people. Wasn't it Majestic 6?
But here's the thing too: how they do it here is they compartmentalize everything. So if somebody's working on something, they really don't know what they're working on, and so on and so forth. In the next room down, and these people never meet until they're getting close to be on their deathbeds. And some people like us come around and they're like, "Hey, we're making this documentary." You know, it's really the only time these people ever meet, and these puzzle pieces get put together.
It was time is a man-made thing. It was literally just so we could see what was going on, because back a few hundred years ago, we used to wake up when it was dark, and we like when we lived in mud huts and stuff, and we do housework, farm work, because most places had pigs and sheep and stuff, and then we'd come back to bed and we'd sleep again, and we'd wake up when it was light, and then you'd get up and do your stuff again, and then you go to bed when it started to get dark. And to make note of like more things like when can we meet and this, that, and the other, that's why they started to make time. It's just so we to govern us, if so to speak, really. But yeah, time is a man-made concept. It doesn't actually exist anywhere else.
Speaking on that about the whole time thing, though, little sick fact that I heard the other day. We work more currently, probably the same with you guys, than medieval peasants. Medieval peasants actually had more time off than your average American does.
Yeah. Well, back then we just used to go to sleep and get up and go back to sleep again. What do you mean? I still do that? So yeah, it does seem a bit. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted at the moment. It does seem a bit like things need to go back to that. I reckon there's too much drama, too much media, and too much bullshit going around. And when you look at all the stuff that's going on, it's actually making money for like I said, for people like BlackRock, because they control media, they control weapons sales, they control oil and fuel and gas sales, and it makes all the people who are to do with BlackRock and who are to do with these places, these fuel barons and weapon barons and this, that, and the other, it makes them lots of money. And when you also look at it, a lot of these people are in government, the same governments where all these black ops things, budgets vanish and nobody knows anything about. So yeah, doesn't take a lot to put two and two together. But what we were talking about on Josh's show last night, coming back to it, is the technology that is allegedly around, according to whistleblowers, in these black ops cases and in the higher and upper echelons of the military, is between 100 to 300 years ahead of what we presently have at the moment. The technology's there, but they refuse to share it with the general public because it keeps them now one step ahead of whoever's going to start invading them or got the next bomb to go off. But the trouble is, they keep forgetting that other countries have got the same stuff. They've got the same black ops stuff going on. So's Russia, so's China, so's England, so's Europe. You know.
Well, I think they're all together. In the end of the day, I think it's all one company.
Yeah.
Across the board. That's how they get to be 300 years ahead. Is a couple of top elite dudes, you know.
Well, the thing is,
and it's made up of the defense sectors of these different countries.
What's that? Who do you know who owns and runs BlackRock? Isn't it?
Former
Lawrence.
CIA and FBI agents.
It's Lawrence Fink is one of them, isn't he?
It keeps getting sold
Yeah,
too.
I think it's to do with investments, but yeah, he's one of them.
I think it has to do with the Epstein list.
We've had whistleblowers in Dublin. Okay, cool, thank you. Yeah, no, we what we're talking about today, Rose, is the Dark Mirror Show. Every time you come and have a look at it, we're always talking about all sorts of weird and wonderful things that are going on in the world. Normally, aliens or cryptozoology or anything like that. But today we appear to be on conspiracy theories at the moment. But what do you
I
make?
don't know how that
You were last night. We were talking about Bigfoot, weren't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. What do you guys make of all these cryptos that are being seen very recently as well? Where lots of things have been going off around the world, there's been lots of sightings of sort of Sasquatchy type, and there's been more and more things like I think the Jersey Devil was. I remember seeing something a couple of days ago about the Jersey Devil being seen again, and the Chupacabra, not the dog, but the weird alien lizardy thing with spikes on its back. That's been seen again, but it's always around places where fault lines are playing up and earthquakes have gone on and all this sort of stuff. What do you reckon of it? What do you reckon of it? Don't all speak at once.
I think the veil is getting thinner and thinner each day.
Do you? What do you think, Wayne?
Yeah.
Well,
we know there are a lot of strange things go on where there are fault lines. I mean, you look at a lot of the volcanic activity that's been going along, and you know, when a volcano erupts, people are saying that there's UFOs there.
That's right.
But
yeah.
when you look at a large volcano that erupts, 9 times out of 10, a thunderstorm develops as well in the clouds, and you can see the lightning going. So they see people are seeing UFOs. Well, maybe they're collecting energy needed to power their craft.
Funny enough, we were talking about this on Josh's show last night, and I said the same thing. Is that what they're doing? Because they go into the volcanoes, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's like Mount Shasta. There's supposed to be UFOs going into Mount Shasta.
There's a lot happening around Mount Shasta. Everybody I talk to visits there see something. It's like the place to go see C5s or C3s, whatever they're called.
Well, again, UFO sightings has been ramping up, proper ramping up all around the world, and it's like every time we talk about this stuff, about 3 years later, all these things happen, and I'm thinking there's going to be some sort of disclosure that even the governments of the world cannot block or lie about. Okay, thank you, Rose. I think there's going to be a sighting that thousands of people are going to see, and it doesn't matter what any government of the world says. You cannot lie and deny about that. I think something like that is possibly coming, and it'll be big, and it'll be hopefully in peace.
Maybe it won't be.
It won't. I don't think it'll be like Independence Day. I think it'll be like they're going to come down and say, "Yeah, we're here to help you, government. Nah, this is not how you run a world. We're going to show you how to run the world."
But we do have the whole Project Bluebeam scenario too.
That I was going to say. That's the only other thing you've got to watch out for is Project Bluebeam. Oh look, aliens have got Wayne. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Still got on my laptop. Oh, there he goes.
You join in when you're ready, mate. You do that. You join in when you're ready. For those of you who don't know, we had somebody come into the show earlier who shouldn't have been in there and saying some derogatory remarks about us. Something was said in jest, and it's been taken the wrong way, and now all sorts of things are kicking off. So Wayne's just dealing with that at the moment. So yeah, just ignore that. What do you? Yeah, fair enough. What the hell? I've completely lost my line of questioning now. Wait, Josh, you talk about something. Okay, go
All
on.
right, hey everybody. UFOs, there's tons of them happening.
Like,
I also been hearing from a lot of people too. I've had a couple former guests that have been watching the sun since the eclipse happened and claiming there's
Yeah.
something strange. The sun seems strange since then. Has anybody else noticed any of this?
it's been bigger. It's like the moon. The moon. I mean, I know we're getting the closest to the moon. I know, but it has. A spaceman came a traveling. Exactly right, Lorna. It has been getting bigger. The sun's been getting bigger, and there's been more reports of massive craft being seen sucking plasma off the sun.
I actually have somebody who's been taking pictures of this, and I'm going to do an episode on that in the near future.
You know, these astronauts that are stuck in space, do you reckon they're there for a reason?
Do you reckon?
But they're not actually stuck in space.
Rachel's just brought up a good one. Those astronauts that are allegedly stuck in space, are they actually stuck up there for a reason? Are they really stuck?
Or are they in Arizona just filming this all?
Yeah, they're actually sat in a trailer park somewhere going, ha, 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 how we laughed. Could be, because I know it's like a lot of the Mars stuff, isn't it? The planet Mars, when you're there, isn't red. It's not red. It's just like being down the beach without the sea. I know I have never been there myself. I'm just.
He was just there yesterday. He went for a
NASA
swim.
Yeah. A spaceman came to traveling. Do you think we are going to have an overwhelming disclosure or proof of life out in the stars? That irrefutable, nothing, no matter what the government says, they cannot block this one.
I told you what I think is going to happen. Somebody's going to end up stranded here, and then it's going to be our issue to help them out. And they'll have a little bit of technology to help us, and that'll be it.
Well, so hopefully they don't treat them like they treated Valiant Thor.
I thought he was treated fine. They're just like, we don't want your technology. I mean, I actually have Eisenhower's granddaughter on my friends list, and she talks about that. Should have her on someday. Yeah, her name's Laura. She has a whole thing. She
That'd be
speaks
nice.
about it.
The camera's there looking at me. You're over there. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be actually really cool. Because I've watched some more of his later interviews. You know, when he was sick. And my thing is, if Valiant Thor was real, I'm in two minds whether he was real or not, because I've had a close look at the videos and I've kept pausing it and doing it in slow motion and looking at the animatronics around the mouth and the eyes and stuff. The eyes are spot on. I have a problem with the mouth. The mouth looks very mechanical when it moves, and the lips hardly move to form words, but he forms words really clearly. So I'm like, I don't know. If it isn't real, it's really, really good, really well made, especially for back when it was made. But that's my thing, is because of how long ago it was made. I think it may well have been real. It's just the animatronics on the mouth, or just the movement.
It could have been. It could have just been how he was speaking too. It could have been because he's on a different planet.
Yeah. Well, he reckons he was us from the future. That's what we evolve into. And he warns about AI, doesn't he? Really badly warns about AI and said it's AI. That we have a nuclear war, then we'll sort everything out, and then AI fucks us all. And the AI takes over, makes everything so pleasurable for everybody that we give up. We give up trying to do this and we give up trying to do that because we just want to be in this pleasure thing. Literally, the Matrix. We have all this stuff going. We're in a computer program. We have all this stuff going on, but we don't realize we're just batteries.
Would that be a bad thing?
I talked about that with somebody that was talking about that, and I gave them a really depressing thought. They're like, yeah, we're just in the Matrix. And I was like, well, look at this. What if we're all just space marines and we're just chilling in hyperspace right now, and this is all just that? And when
We're all
you have
sleeping.
when you have like a glitch in the Matrix, and somebody says they see a bird not move or something, that's just your oxygen levels being cut off. We're all just waiting to get dropped off at some hellhole to fight some giant bug.
Have you ever seen? Oh, what was that?
It's possible.
No, there was a horror about ships being in the people inside in stasis because they were going to different planets, and the people had gone feral. The ones had woken up and gone feral and were eating each other, but they hadn't realised they'd actually landed on the planet hundreds of years ago that they were supposed to go to, and they thought they were still in space, but they were under the water.
Huh.
Do you know it was a horror? It was actually a really good film, really good film. But the idea behind it and the premise behind it, I was like, oh, like Event Horizon, very good idea, and it would explain some shit. It really would, like all these different dimensions and places. There's going to be dark dimensions, dungeon dimensions, everything. There's going to be good places and bad places. I haven't had drugs, I can promise you. But
yeah, but it's like we've said a few times. When you look back through the last 70 years of movies and TV shows, you look at the things that people have come out with that are now just being developed. Like obviously lightsabers. That was an idea back in the 70s. And then look what's happening now when you've got people creating lightsabers or plasma lightsabers. And then you have things like the mobile devices. You got your cell phones, and then now they're on a watch. You're not that far off by having a pin badge like they do on Star Trek.
Yeah.
So you've got all of this. You've got all of these technologies that are now finally being realised that have been around 60, 70 years ago.
Like I like to mention too, sorry, as the Jetsons. There's so much from the Jetsons that we're actually using in real life now, like the video. Like right now, how we're talking to each other. That was one of the main things that they did in Jetsons was they were talking to each other through their TV.
Yeah.
And we can do that.
Look at Star Trek. Look at the original series of Star Trek. I'm not a Trekkie. I like the new Star Trek stuff, but I don't like I'm not keen on the original series. But if you look at like Generations and you look at the technology they've got in there, and that was out 20 years before anything we've got now, and they had it all. Everything's in there. And as Wayne said, when you look at all the old stuff, all the stuff we've got now is in the old films, the old series, and everything like that. Are there people out there in the know who are actually trying to get it across to us and let us know? And why is it most alien films, the aliens are depicted as evil, when it's only according to whistleblowers, and you talk about the Galactic Federation and everything like that, the majority of them are benign. There's only about 2 or 3 races that are assholes. The rest are actually benign. So why?
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think it's like us. There's good and bad and assholes in every group.
Yeah, could ET have actually been a nasty alien?
We attack them to get that asset.
he was here for missile codes. He landed in the wrong spot.
Hang on, Rachel just said
trying to be friends with the president's son.
Rachel just said something really interesting. Actually, say that again, a bit louder.
Right, it's because I think we judge aliens based on how humans behave. If a human has a high value asset, we attack that human to get their high value asset.
Yeah, no, you're right. They've got the technology that we want.
Oh. Wayne's gone. Oh, there we go.
He's back again.
They're not necessarily going to behave like we do.
Well, no, we haven't got anything they want apart from.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, minerals, yeah, possibly. Well, look at the origins of how we started. We were originally slaves. We were a slave race that did all the mining for the Anunnaki. So,
Yeah. If that's even a true story, too, I mean.
The more I look into it myself, and this is only my own thoughts, the more I look into it and you look back at the old scrolls, old stuff, and if you look at not all religious, because I'm not really religious, that you don't look at every single religious book as, or just look at the main incidents that happen in all the religious texts, and they all happen at the same time. They've just got different names and different characters. I personally think we are humans 2.0. There were precursors to us, and they were way more advanced to us than we are, and that's why you have all the stories of the likes of Atlantis. But it wasn't just Atlantis. There was quite a few of these mega cities all around the world, all linked up, and some catastrophe happened, and they all went.
I think they
up.
blew each other. It wasn't a catastrophe. I think they were just stupid. That was the first World War.
Yeah. Well, something happened, but and these places went off the face of this earth. But is that why we're finding all these ruins?
Absolutely, just like the place in Russia that has all that uranium.
Yeah, the depleted
That's where
uranium.
it hit.
I think for next week we should talk about out of place artifacts, and we should talk about Atlantis and the possibility of cities elsewhere. What do you reckon?
Are we going to bring up Lemire then?
Yeah,
I feel like you have to.
Yeah.
I'll continue watching my documentary Searching for Atlantis then.
All right. Yeah, because I reckon I reckon Atlantis was real. Maybe the translation of it being Atlantis is wrong, but I do reckon that these cities were real. And
I think with the likes of Atlantis, yes, it did exist, but the stories of Atlantis, like most things, have been changed and altered over time.
Like the Bible, the facts have been changed to protect the innocent.
No, that was the 18th.
Yeah, I know. That was the 18th. And I've got one thing to say about religion. The Catholic faith. Now, I'm not going to poo-poo anybody's religion whatsoever. But the fact that you've got a religion that has its own army, its own standing army, it has its own secret vaults with allegedly the secrets of people from other planets, skeletons, technology from precursors, all that stuff down there. And also, the Vatican used to be run by Lucretia Borgia's father and grandfather.
Isn't that one more thing to add?
Go on.
If any other organization had this amount of pedophilia involved in it, don't you think it would have been dismantled years ago?
Exactly. There's a lot
No,
of
the Vatican doesn't have its own army. They've stolen somebody else's.
It's even worse.
They got the Swiss Guard, haven't they? That's the Vatican's army. It's the Swiss Guard.
Yeah.
Switzerland have been proud to say we've kept out of every conflict, but their guard, their army, works for the Vatican.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you go to put your millions of pounds or dollars?
Yeah.
Switzerland. And who's running the Swiss Guard? The Swiss Guard via the Vatican.
What's that?
It happens to be the same country where the Nazis hid all their gold before they came to my country.
Yeah. And the Vatican was run, like I say, by the Borgias, and they used to have orgies, all sorts of things going on. They were corrupt as fuck, always taking bribes. They were always getting up to. They always had courtesans going around there, prostitutes. And now you've got all this stuff going on with the slave trade and people going missing and young boys having their buttholes puckered, and this allegedly, and all this sort of stuff going on. And it's just like. And we're allowing these people to tell us you can't have sex before marriage and you can't do this and you can't do that. I say, take your penis out of that young man and then tell me. But, who am I to say? So, yeah, next week, out of place artifacts and precursors, because I'm pretty sure that. Yeah?
Yeah.
No. Don't you two go anywhere, because I think we need to talk about what happened earlier. But everybody else, thank you ever so much for joining us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and yeah, it'll be up on Twitter, and I'm trying to figure out how to put it on TikTok as well. So thank you for joining us. We will be back next week, 9:30 GMT, which is 3:30 Central Time. Central Time, isn't it?
Yeah. 3:30 Central Time.
Yeah. So he's away with the fairies, isn't he? And yeah, so we'll be back next week. Please join us, and if you like the show, message us. We've got a website, www.thedarkmirror. The Dark Mirror. Is it the Dark Mirror Show? The darkmirrorshow.co.uk. There is a link to WhatsApp on there. So if you want to message us, just click the link on the website and we'll get the messages. If you see any sightings or you want us to discuss anything, get hold of us all on Facebook, private message us, and we'll talk about it. All right. So remember, keep your eyes to the sky and keep it real. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Any of you lot want to say anything?
Nano.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye. Ghost,
Night
lie
all.
down.